Hey YouTube, what is going on, guys? So for today's YouTube video, a lot of you guys have been asking me what is my honest opinion of playing Warzone 2 after the day after we got done playing it, you know, kind of decompressed and thought about what I really think of the game. And this video is going to be that kind of like honest, you know, brutal honesty that I hope that the devs watch that they can fix in 2 months. I'm gonna just jump right into it because after I played it, you know, there's only many of us who played it, and you guys want to know how it felt, what I think should be changed, and just different things like that. It's a lot different when you play it versus when you watch it on stream. So one thing I'm gonna say off rip is I think that the map was great. I think the map is great. You know, the baseline of Warzone 2 is fantastic. You know, Caldera off rip, the map was rocked. For Warzone 2, I forgot what the map is called, Owl something, but it's very, very good. I love the close range fights. When we were playing it, there was a lot of close range gunfights, which I personally love. They brought back high rise and terminal, which is great. So for just the baseline of it, fantastic. One of the problems I think they need to fix is the gulag. So if you don't know the gulag, it's a 2v2, and there's actually a way for people in the gulag to escape. They don't even have to fight you. They can just grab like a key and escape. That's what happened to me in one of the Warzone games. I personally think that needs to be changed. I think they should just revert back to the old gulag. You know, I like that they try something different, but gulag was such a simple, understandable, great concept that just needed a good map for it. And the thing with the 2v2 is it's really RNG, right? It's pretty nerve-wracking because you don't know if you're gonna get a really good teammate or a really bad teammate. So if you get a bad teammate, it's a 2v1, you know what I mean? So I don't think the gulag concept in the long term will work because it's just too, you know, it's not based on you anymore. Like if you lose, it's your fault. If you lose in this one, it may not be your fault. It may simply just because you have a bad teammate. So I think the gulag is something that definitely I think needs to be changed, and just the whole concept of it was just I like the 2v2 aspect, but then in the end I thought if I have a bad teammate, I'm rocked. One thing I'm pretty sad about is they said there's gonna be no perks at launch, whether you can get it from a loadout or lootable perks. I think that's really bad. I think they should really do lootable perks. I don't mind like them not having the loadout, but like we should be able to get perks in Warzone. It's a great feature. I love the lootable perk system, and it's something they should definitely implement in it. Like, why'd you put it in Caldera but don't put it in Warzone 2? It doesn't really make any sense. Also, like plates and ammo should be automatic pickups. That was one thing that when I was playing the game, when I would open chests, I would have to physically like pick this stuff out of the chest instead of it just popping out. That's a feature that should just slows the game down entirely, man. I hated. So they definitely need to fix that. You'll see it in the gameplay, but you would open a chest, you would see a gun, money, and ammo, and you'd have to like pick it, and you know what I mean? It's just, I really didn't like it. Also, if I noticed that the sounds of the chest were very, very low. As you guys know, in Warzone, when you walk past a building, you usually listen for chests, and if you don't hear a chest, you assume it's looted, so you kind of keep going. That's the fast pace of Warzone, you know what I mean? You don't have time to sit there and look through the entire building. If you can hear chests, you're gonna go loot it. So they need to make the chests a lot louder in Warzone 2, and yeah, just like a lot easier to loot. Another thing that I don't really see a point in is the AIs. The AIs in Warzone 2, there was way too many of them. Like, it was really overwhelming. You would pop a UAV and the AIs pop up on the UAV, which they should not at all. That is dumb for sure. AI should not be present on a UAV at all, and I think there's just way too many of them. There were so many in buildings, and when you're playing Warzone, like a game like Warzone 2, and it's kind of intense and you're in the moment, and the AIs can get you killed. Like, an enemy could be nearby, but you have to shoot the AI because they're shooting at you. It just gives away your entire position. So it just kind of, I don't see the fit of them even in the game. It makes no sense for them to be in. I understand maybe they're at like certain points in strongholds, but for them to be in so many buildings in so many different ways, I just didn't see a point of them, you know. And then popping up on UAV, they give away your position. They drop a couple of plates, but like I said, they should be like at very minimal spots around the map, in my personal opinion. One thing that was confusing off the rip that I think they should definitely revert is you can only, so it's RNG now. Who finds a satchel to have the extra plate? So you, off the rip, you're only able to get 2 plates. You know, in Warzone, you've always had 3, right? Now in Warzone 2, the only way you can have 3 plates is if you find a satchel. So now it's even more RNG, and they definitely need to revert that back completely. Just take that shit away completely, bro. Like, make it so everyone can have 3 plates. do it so the satchel just gives you more plates. I didn't really understand that feature. Now it's kind of like blackout, where it's like, oh, if you have a satchel, you almost have like level 3 armor, which, yeah, that needs to be taken away. I don't know. That just has to be reverted. You know, like the baseline of the game is great. It's just the quality of life changes they made for so long over Warzone that we're used to. They just like completely reverted back to it. You know what I mean? It's like we gone from even before Warzone to blackout how it was. Now, one of the biggest things that I know a lot of people are asking me about is the slide cancel. Now, I personally don't mind that there's no slide canceling in the game, you know, but I mind that the fluidity of the slide is non-existent. Like there's no point in sliding. And the sliding feature has been a staple in the last like 4 Call of Duties. And it was so smooth in so many of them, even without the whole slide canceling. Bro, you could just slide and shoot at the same time. Was incredible. Bro, you can't even do that now. Like the slide, you like almost like dead stop halfway through the slide, and you can't even shoot while sliding. So I think that definitely needs to be tweaked for sure. The movement, everything else is fine, but that is a big problem. Is you can't even slide and shoot, and the fluidity of it is so bad. It's just like, that needs to be changed. That needs to be tweaked for sure. And a lot of these changes that I'm saying can be changed in 2 months, 100%. Like, I'm not saying change a POI of the map. No, like, I'm not saying any of that. Also, one thing that needs to be worked is the buy station. The buy station, when I clicked on it, it showed 3 different options to go into. Now, look, the buy station should be something that is beyond simple. Like, it should be the most simple, like how the old buy station was, because you don't want to get stuck on that thing getting shot at. That's a huge problem in my opinion. Like, to go on the buy station, it's like I have to read a book, man. I have to click 3 different, it's like buy gear, buy upgrade guns, buy something below. It was just a lot. It was a lot of things to choose from, and it just should be the most simple thing, because you don't want to be stuck at the buy station getting sniped off of it. We've all had that happen back to us in Warzone, and we love kind of just being on the buy quick, boom, out. The spectating feature is cool, but it needs to be interchangeable. Like, you need to have an option to like do like how the old spectating was, because when you're spectating, you can't even see how many people are left in the game. You know what I mean? It's just like a confusing spectator thing. I like it. I like the angle of it, but there should be an option between first person and third person spectating. So I think they should definitely add an option in there. It was just too overwhelming, and you don't even know which. I didn't have fun spectating. I didn't know what was going on because I don't know how many people are left. I love proximity chat. I really do. I think it's gonna be great for content, but also it's going to be pretty hard to mediate, because when we're getting stream sniped, it's going to be pretty bad. Like, a kid could just, you know, stream snipe me in proximity chat, be in the same building, and just saying the hard R, you know what I mean? So it's going to be, it's definitely got to be something where maybe I'll have to just monitor, but it's great for content. Like, it's going to be so many funny reactions and just great stuff, especially in solos. But as a streamer, it's going to be kind of hard to navigate, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Yeah, there should just be more loot in general in Warzone 2 and around the map. There just wasn't that much loot, like as far as like gun options and different things like that. There wasn't any ground loot guns where we could that had more than 2 attachments. Now now I want to address is the whole loadout situation. So as far as you can't buy a loadout, which in my opinion should be reverted, but they're trying to do something different. Okay. The upgrading guns part. Now, there should be a way to just automatically upgrade your gun to your loadout gun that you built easily. And I think that it just shouldn't be a complicated thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We work so hard to level up our guns. We should 100% be able to use them in Warzone. You know what I mean? Whether we have to buy it or not, it's just something that has to be done. It has to be a lot easier to do in the buy station if that's what they want to go with. They just got to simplify some of these things. And I guess we can't get our perks, so we just get our upgraded attachment weapon. That's fine, but like, there needs to be a way easier way to do that. Oh my god, this was probably what made the game so slow when I was playing it, is the zone times. If you didn't notice, there was a point where the zone was closing. It said 5 minutes on the timer. 5-minute closing zone. I said, bro, what is happening? What? We sat there in our circle. So if you didn't know, the zone split into 3 circles. We sat in our circle for about 8 minutes because it took 5 minutes to close the zone, and then it took 3 minutes to move the zone. So they got to shorten that for surely. Like, it's definitely way too much. I like how they tell you how many teams are in your zone. That's kind of cool, but they should definitely shorten the zone times. Definitely. The ping system, I'm sure like a lot of these things are going to be changed, but the pinging system in Warzone 2 it was like non-existent. I couldn't ping any enemies. I couldn't ping like an area. It was pretty bad. So I think that's something though, like I said, a lot of these things can be changed, and they're probably looking at it in 2 months. Like we have 2 months until the game comes out from today. So yeah, these are things that can definitely be fixed. But the thing that can't be fixed is the map. So I'm glad the map is good. That's great. You know what I mean? Like if we didn't have a good map, I don't know, but the map is fantastic. The parachuting and not be able to shoot out the sky was just a little wonky. It just felt kind of weird, like a 2014 PUBG, like with the parachute. You just feel like, you know, you have no control really. Like I don't know, it's just be able to 3P. It's just really weird. I do like the vehicle options. I think it's great. You know, I love that they brought back terminal and high rise. I mean, that's definitely a plus. As far as like being visual recoil in the game, it's fine, like I said, but yeah, we just got to be able to get our guns. It's just what makes the game fun. It isn't really fun when you have to use terrible ground loot guns. You know what I mean? So I think the upgraded weapon system, there should just be an option where you can just completely buy your loadout gun. You know what I mean? But also what I saw is it doesn't make sense. If you're a random playing Warzone 2 right now, if you were to play it, the random has no incentive to give you cash. Why would he give you money? You know what I mean? And before, when you upgraded your guns, there should be a way to just click a button and everyone's guns get upgraded. Or not even that. Like if I want to use a certain gun, actually, I'm thinking about it right now. Like, yeah, we could upgrade guns, but what does that mean though? Like, because like if I pick up a Fennec, but I don't want to use the Fennec, I want to use my other loadout gun that I created in the class, and it's not a ground lootable gun, how am I supposed to upgrade it to my, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think, like, so we can't use every gun in the game. I don't know how that whole system is gonna work. I genuinely don't, but it needs to be tweaked for surely. But I was thinking, yeah, why would the random give you money? Like if he can just upgrade his own stuff, like they have no incentive to share. Before they would have to spend 10K to buy the loadout. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is something to think about, man. Yeah, so those are my thoughts and just impressions of the game that I think needs to be changed. Like I said, these are all things that can be changed in 2 months, 100%. So I'm excited to see, you know, what they end up doing. They have 2 months to do it. One thing I can say overall about Warzone 2 is I love how different it feels than Warzone, because then it's like relearning a whole new game, and I love that. I love that fact that it's completely different. But there's just certain quality of life things that we're so accustomed to that should be implemented into Warzone 2. So I can't wait to see what they do with the full game. I'm genuinely glad the map is good, but let's see some progress, man. I mean, that's what we went to the event to do there, right? Is to give feedback. And let me know, guys, I want you guys to be in the comments giving full-on feedback, telling me what you guys think. I want there to be like 5,000-6,000 comments of you guys just, what do you think needs to be changed? Vocalize your opinion, because I'm sure a lot of the people from Warzone are going to watch this. So please give your opinion in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I don't know if he's low or high or what, but hold hands.
Actually, that's a bot, I guess.
AI, man.
AI. What?
Oh, that shows? Nah.
That's.
Why would that show?
Wait, what's up? There's a guy out here, remember?
Yeah, but wasn't that AI?
Yeah, by AI.
No.
Dude, that's such an L. Why would that show on a UAV?
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, we'll be in.
All right, well, another 5 minutes until zone closes. Coming across the bridge.
See?
Coming across the bridge. Over here. Pushing towards you guys.
I have an
I only
advance.
saw one.
Want me to pop or no?
Coming straight towards you through that building.
Maybe I pop the advance.
Yeah, you can now. You can now.
I'm on,
Okay.
I'm on.
Yeah.
There you go. He's gonna get height. It's one guy going height.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, both hands.
Yep.
Is he going up? Yeah, he's going up.
Oh,
In the air,
another guy
just
came out
spawn.
of goop.
I was in the gulag. The round started. AI spawned near me with a shotgun and started shooting.
Lower?
Fuck, man. All right here.
I'm trying to look at the other mini map
Fuck.
to see where everyone's out.
Like, using gulag.
He's lower?
Bunch of people in the air.
Has to be lower. Has to be lower.
Drop down, drop down, drop down. Come on.
Down.
Jump shot at a dude that I heard.
Nice. All right, three pushing.
Whole team coming, whole team coming.
Yeah.
What a child, this guy.
I looked like I was
Foul, Swagg.
Push.
Fried right.
Careful.
I got hit.
WAB.
No.
Down the hall.
Oh, I don't know what he has. Careful, there's still one missing. Wait.
my dude was hanging on the railing like
Wait, what?
Jump off. I can tell first.
Cracked one.
I'm dead, yeah.
Wait, he pushed up.
Different team. Oh, no, it's not.
Nah, it's the same.
Walk off.
I got
Nice,
shot through
GG.
the wall.
Nah, that's GG's.